Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down at the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Keelan Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Gonna run it. It's Hill. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down.
Ready? Black 14. Black 14. Stay. Stack. Move it.
Mack. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback may change this route. Throwing Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Still running at the 40. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
14 choice. Ready. Copper. Win. Go.
To throw, it's Mack. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long.
Man. Stop. Look.
Austin Mack. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Fletcher. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
It'll be 3rd and long. The give to the lone running back. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that's about as risky as he can get as a head coach. Early in the game, fourth down, deep in your own end, and you go for it? Nice job, offense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's Mensah to throw. It's complete to the right.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. Spins away from the defender. Snags it and he's open. Running inside the 20. He is in! Touchdown, Canes! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Throwing, Mack. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. They'll go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Mack to throw for it on fourth. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Mensah. He's got him. At the 45 on his way. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Jacobs. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mensah. He'll take a deep shot here and wings it incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Canes will go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Russell looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
That is such a great play by that defender, and how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. Maybe some room here. Got enough for the first. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it. It's Fletcher. Shakes off the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Fletcher. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. Here's Brown. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Hurricanes!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Here's Mensah to throw. And he makes the grab for the deuce.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Here we go.
Looking for room. It's Riley. Here's a little room there.
All the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Mensah. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Makes a connection. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And the Canes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Throwing, Mensah. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. We are just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense comes out ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and to get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside, it's Fletcher. There's a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
Fires quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Canes want to move quickly. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. One more time, it's Brown. Picks up the first down. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking pass. This back is dangerous on first down, second, and third. And it shows you the vision. It shows you the speed. I just love how decisive he is. He's getting north right away.
And third down and long, man, everything in you knows it's a pass. Surely they're not going to run the football. But I think what you said is important, having a guy like this that can chew up yards so quickly. Because I'm thinking just make the tackle. No big deal. Force the fourth down. And man, what a nice play by the running back.
On the run, it's Fletcher. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes the grab. Rams him with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. He'll set up to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Mensah takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, you take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Takes the handoff. It's Riley. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Maybe a crease. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Quarterback making adjustments. Keelan Russell. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Russell. fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. And he makes it past the 1st down marker, hits the side, and they'll move the sticks. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 496, tsunami. Hey, set hard.
Gonna run it. It's quietly. Got enough for the 1st. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. 10, 180.
Throwing Russell. Makes a catch. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Alabama pushing the tempo. Might be calling a hot route. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Right back to him on the ground. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! Huge 3 points to make it a 2-possession game.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the ball. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I love this this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Throwing right. Pulls it in. All the way. Touchdown, Bama.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. Motion from the back. Mack unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Out of bounds at the 37-yard line, and the return unit doing its job. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Throwing, Mensah. Under fire. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Hurricanes back on top.
Hey, just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route, and the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking to throw. Makes the grab. He'll get into the end zone for the 2, and now the deficit is 5.
And that's tough to defend, right? You're going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Lowers those pads. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fighting off the defender. Makes a grab and room to run. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The give as they work on that clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. On the move is the 30. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10.
Black 18! Black 18! Easy, easy, easy.
Quarterback making checks.
Blue 22, whiplash.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. Got some room in into the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown tie. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. finds a seam. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
How about this? These guys are going for two. Going to the run, it's Brown. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and they trail by just 4.
Well, he did a great job finding a crease on that two-point play. He gets it in, and the offense comes away with 8 points on the drive.
They still need a touchdown to take the lead here in the fourth, and they'll try to get the ball back with the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Mensah. Pressure coming. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw, and not much time to work with. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these